gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis. Dave Paul again, Jesse Coleman with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance.
They get it on rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Hudson. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back in the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, they get hurt, when they get pressure, they become very active. Really nice job by the defense, pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. With the catch, it's Hudson. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punt return. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Texas Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, man, he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn and the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The lone back's got it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's West. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to run for it. Coming it on! He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your own.
Running to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Now well within striking distance. There's that 3rd down play. Gets him a first at the 29.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive and then pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play and get the first down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
easy. That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Johnson looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. 42 Spider. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run is Joyner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He went long to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help tack on this third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the red zone, looking for a man. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Knight. As he throws. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
quarterback was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 21 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the back, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's pressed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it.
There we go. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quick release on the RPO. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He now has 74 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
shotgun, they'll run it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll try the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Gain of 3. Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Joyner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rushes at him. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's West. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And it'll be down right there.
How about that? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that play.
Their own end zone, nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Shakes off the defender. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun, running back gets the give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage. Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right downfield. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, down to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 30 inches. I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to feel more forward. This defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play call, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Running back searching for a hole. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Got his hand quick. Into the end zone. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback that it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the gap ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point if we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a world victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Just another win in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll go to the ground. He is field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the plot. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the... There he goes! Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll run the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Given 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be bounced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Okay, ready?
So now it's second and long. Just feeds the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. We remain tied, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just come like this, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'd say QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Back to throw. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TD so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third down.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sooners decide to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This guy can throw it. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Sooners will take it first in overtime. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Touchdown Sooners! They jump on top here in OT.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14.
That makes the score Oklahoma 21, Texas Tech 14.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Throws it in, it's West. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Okay, break. 29 Phillies.
To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
4 down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. Got a man. It's Durham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 19-yard line. 4th down coming up.
fourth down. They're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the line.
Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they did tack on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He gets it out fast. They get him down to this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big fella moving. That defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice second down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up third down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the run. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And no sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one there.
It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not
defense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the...
And the pressure gets there. Down he goes at the 18.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down, go right here in a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to be ready to execute the red zone.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is the hardest part of the field to execute a third down. Everybody drops back now, and they're just covering the red zone. There's so little space to cover. But the good news is now fourth and long makes the decision easy. Kick the field.
Defense gets a stop. It's over. Fourth and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He wants it all. It's incomplete. And that's going to do it. A fourth down stop seals it in overtime. Now all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. Matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.